Is Samsung ready to launch its new foldable phones sooner than expected? According to the latest leaks, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Galaxy Z Fold 7 might be unveiled in the first week of July 2025, which would be earlier than last year's launch. If that happens, it'll be Samsung's fastest launch for its foldables so far. A new report from the Zhongyang says Samsung is planning a big Galaxy Unpacked event in New York, returning to the same city where it launched the Galaxy Z Flip 4 and Fold 4. In recent years, Samsung had moved its Unpacked events to Seoul and Paris, but now it looks like they're going back to New York for this launch. And this event might not only be about phones. Samsung is also expected to unveil a new Galaxy Watch, and for the first time, its Android XR-based headset, a mixed reality device meant to compete with others like Apple Vision Pro. On top of that, there are rumors that Samsung will tease two more new products, a more affordable Galaxy Z Flip FE, and the company's long-rumored tri-folding phone. But let's get into what we know about the Z Flip 7 and Z Fold 7. The Galaxy Z Flip 7 is rumored to come with a bigger 4-inch cover screen that stretches nearly edge to edge, making it more useful for quick tasks. Inside, it could feature a 6.85-inch foldable screen along with a 50 megapixels, plus 12 megapixels dual camera setup on the outside and a 12 megapixels selfie camera on the inside. Powering it all could be a 4,300 mAh battery with support for 25-watt fast charging. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 might be even more exciting. It could have a 6.5-inch cover screen and a large 8.2-inch foldable display inside. Camera-wise, we could see a 200 megapixels main camera, 12 megapixels ultra-wide lens, and a 10 megapixels telephoto lens with 3x optical zoom. There may also be a 12 megapixel selfie camera on the front and a new, improved under-display camera on the inside. It might be powered by a 4,400 mAh battery and also support 25-watt charging. Both phones are expected to run One UI 8.0 based on Android 16 and be powered by Snapdragon 8 Elite chipsets. That's Qualcomm's top-tier processor, so performance should be fast and smooth. Each phone is likely to come with at least 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, with higher storage options expected too. We could also see some design improvements. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is said to be only 4.5 millimeters thick when unfolded and around 9.5 millimeters when folded. That would make it slimmer than many other foldables on the market. Both phones may also have IP48 ratings, which means they'll be better protected against dust and water. And of course, you'll get stereo speakers, a USB Type-C port, and all the high-end features you'd expect. So, to sum it up, Samsung is bringing its foldables early this year, likely during the first week of July, and they're packing serious upgrades. From better cameras and bigger cover screens to slimmer designs and more powerful chips, the Galaxy Z Flip 7 and Z Fold 7 could be Samsung's best foldables yet. What's more exciting to you, the new design, the improved specs, or the fact that it's launching early? Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you found this video helpful, hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated on all things tech. What if your phone could grow bigger just by sliding it open and still fit in your pocket? That's the idea behind Samsung's upcoming rollable phone, and a new render gives us a good look at what it might look like. Based on a patent recently granted to Samsung by the US Patent and Trademark Office, this new design might actually solve the biggest problem with foldable phones: bulkiness. The phone in this render was created by Domo-Eye NX Sleek 7. It shows a sleek device with very thin bezels and a unique sliding display. When closed, it looks compact and pocket-friendly. When expanded, it turns into a bigger screen. Great for watching videos, reading, or even playing games. Of course, it's not completely slim. The mechanism that allows the screen to roll out adds some thickness, especially compared to Samsung's regular phones. It also has a camera setup that looks a lot like the one on the Galaxy Z Flip 6, with two lenses and a flash in the upper left corner. Now, this phone isn't just about the hardware. Samsung is also expected to include some smart new AI features. One of the highlights is instant translation. You can speak in your language and see the translated response on your screen right away. That's something that could really help people when traveling or talking to someone who speaks a different language. There's also a tool that can summarize long texts, so if you don't want to read through a huge message, your phone will tell you what it's about in seconds. On top of that, the AI can give you helpful reminders, like when it's time to leave for your next meeting or appointment. In terms of photography, Samsung wants to make the experience easier too. The phone's AI will automatically detect the type of scene you're about to shoot and adjust things like lighting and focus. You just have to point and press the shutter button. It'll also help clean up photos by removing unwanted objects or even changing colors with a single tap. For gamers, this rollable phone might be especially exciting. The system is expected to manage power and heat on its own to keep games running smoothly. And with the extra space on the sides of the device, Samsung could add new gaming controls that pop up when you need them. While many people are still talking about Huawei's Trifold Mate XD, this rollable phone might be a better option in the long run. Motorola is also working on rollable designs, so it seems this could be the next big trend. Rollables don't need multiple hinges or big folds across the screen. They just stretch when you need a bigger display and stay compact the rest of the time. The only downside, the render doesn't show what the device looks like when it's fully expanded. So for now, we can only imagine how big it actually gets. Still, this concept feels like it has real potential. It keeps the convenience of a small phone while giving you a larger screen when you need it, without the extra bulk that comes with foldables. If Samsung pulls this off, the rollable design might turn out to be even more popular than the trifolds. Would you rather have a rollable phone or a foldable one with multiple screens? Let us know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates like this. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Is the world really ready for a smartphone that folds 3 times? Samsung thinks so. The company is working on a new tri-foldable phone, similar to what Huawei did with the Mate XD. And yes, it could launch later this year. But before you get too excited, there are already some early signs that this phone might not live up to everyone's expectations. Let's start with charging. A trusted insider has revealed that Samsung's tri-foldable only support 25-watt charging, and that's just the advertised speed. In real-world use, it might even be slower. That's disappointing, especially when you compare it to other flagship phones on the market. Take the Xiaomi 15 Ultra, for example. It supports 90-watt wired charging and 80-watt wireless charging, plus 10-watt reverse wireless charging. That's more than triple what Samsung is offering on its new foldable. Other Chinese brands are pushing ahead fast, and some are even getting ready to launch phones with 8,000 mAh batteries. Meanwhile, Samsung is still playing it safe. That's exactly what's frustrating many tech fans. Year after year, they keep asking why Samsung doesn't use newer battery technology or faster charging methods. But there might be a reason for this. Samsung has a massive share of the smartphone market. They don't always rush to add new features. Instead, they take their time to make sure everything works safely and smoothly. Let's not forget the Galaxy Note 7 incident. That phone had battery problems so serious it had to be recalled. Ever since then, Samsung has been extra careful when it comes to battery and charging technology, and that's probably why they're sticking with slower charging speeds for now. Now let's talk cameras. It looks like Samsung might skip under-display cameras for the tri-foldable. These hidden cameras make the display look more uniform, but they're usually not as good as regular cameras. Samsung seems to be thinking that camera quality is more important, at least for now. But this could still change. Some sources say Samsung is still deciding whether to go with under-display or traditional punch-hole cameras, and it really comes down to what users care about more, looks, or photo quality. Still, the biggest issue with foldable phones isn't the camera, it's the crease. And this tri-foldable phone will have not 1, but 2 creases. Reports say they'll be just like the ones on the Galaxy Z Fold 6. That's not terrible, but it's not invisible either. Interestingly, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is expected to have a crease that's less visible, which could make a difference for people on the fence. Meanwhile, Apple is watching all of this from the sidelines. The company hasn't launched a foldable yet, but they're working on one, and they're waiting until it's perfect. According to some reports, Apple wants a crease-free foldable iPhone and might release it in 2027, just in time for the 20th anniversary of the original iPhone. That kind of patience might actually pay off. Foldable phones still haven't sold as well as expected, and even Samsung has lowered its sales expectations. As for the tri-foldable, Samsung is planning a very limited launch. The phone could cost over $2,000 and won't be available everywhere. South Korea will be the first to get it, followed by a few other large markets, but don't expect a full global release.